Hello and welcome back. It's our boy Sham with another episode of That Ace of the Diamond. Yeah, we're done with everything and we are into the finals. Wow, what a game should it be? And judging by the first thing I see in the beginning of the episode, yeah, I guess it will be a little flashback to the game they previously played. It was not final, it was not the final, so probably it's the semifinals or the quarterfinals. It's probably the semifinals since they are a good school. They always reach that high. I'm talking about Sado. Even back in the days, they were not making it to the finals or the nationals. We'll get to see a glimpse on that game. So when we get into the game, we will not need a lot of flashbacks. We'll know who has grudge and who didn't tumble like in Inashiro, who used to hit his pitches to a home run or far or cause trouble to the fielders. How did Narumiya beat all of them? The captain will have also his memories, just the team as a whole. And yeah, one thing before I start the episode, I hope if there is anything you do not like about the overlay, the music, the way I put the anime, the episode, the way I cover it, the music, if it's too loud for you to hear most of what is said in the anime or the OSTs, I hope you tell me that. I use that just to avoid copyright, so I wouldn't be troubled with copyrights a lot. And if there is anything that disturbs you, I shall try to make it a better way, a better version, or try to does a little bit of improving and still trying to avoid the copyrights. And yeah, let's get into the episode. It was 4-5. It was 4-5, and who is winning? Why is he happy? They still gave him a tough time. So they are the one winning. Inashiro is the one winning. No, he couldn't. That was the last point. So, judging by the way Narumiya was, confident, probably he was not the one who gave up those 4 runs. It was some other pitcher, some third year pitcher, second year, and then Narumiya came in since he was at the time first year. Yeah. Yeah. Focus on the guys that will still face him in this episode. Miyuki. So it's a grudge between these two. Since they both are second years, they probably have faced each other a lot in middle school. So they knew each other. Were they in the same team in middle school? We'll not jump to conclusion, but so they knew each other. They were probably rivals back in the day, or I love that. Making that kind of tension between two teams before the game starts. Yeah, the fact that Narumiya was an acquaintance of Miyuki even before they came to, even before even before they each choose a school. What will it be? The OSC again? Yeah, nothing to say. He is actually a great pitcher. There's nothing to say against that. So Inashiro? Oh, this guy. All those guys are second years. For a fact. And I hope there was some kind of a relationship between all of them. And oh, I'm getting Kageyama's vibes with Kitagawa Daichi. Yeah. Will make you regret not joining us or something like that. Back in middle school, we were the team. They were the team. Or they were just friends. So they were not the same school, but they knew each other. Right? Oh, so he was after the good guns. You know that what I thought about, if they were all the same team, if they were all in the same team, and they never were able to beat Chris, you know, that means that Chris was amazing, but they were not the same team. Yeah, but we don't care. Say no! I don't care. Say no! Yeah, it would be one hell of a team if they were together. If also Miyuki joined that team. So, the way he phrased it, it's safe to say that Narumiya was actually the best player of their generation they knew. Since he said, the best thing will be you will not face Narumiya if you're playing with him. So Narumiya was a prodigy even back in the day. That's great. Say no, we'll beat you and go to the nationals. Yeah. All those guys who said that have regretted, you know, looking down on Kataoka. Yes, that's the mentality I love. Challenge. Do not just join the strong side. Challenge. I love Miyuki. I love Miyuki for that. And I don't care about the rest of them. You know, no matter how much he loses, Miyuki loses to Inashiro, and no matter how much they win against him, one win for Miyuki, that would mean a lot, and their loss would be way more devastating since he challenged them all on his own back in the day, and they supposed to be a group of all-stars. Yeah, and he made it. It will be like Dirk Nowitzki beating all the Miami Heats in the finals 2011 on his own. That means a lot. That's greater. And that's again way more devastating for the other team. And the only one who didn't win. Oh yeah? You think so? But aren't they supposed to be a great team? Why do they only talk about we are going to the nationals, not winning the nationals? No, they are a strong team, and so they should talk like a strong team. We are going to win the nationals and not only go to the nationals. I like Miyuki. I like Miyuki. So even though Narumiya was the one doing most of the talk, that guy with brownish red hair, I don't know what is that color. I'm not good with colors, not even in my mother language. What is that hair color? And he seems like the one to have the biggest grudge on Miyuki, and I can only see few reasons. I don't think they were teammates, but he was probably someone who always lost to Miyuki. I'm not sure. I'll just not jump into conclusions. Yeah, so they actually got into his head. They were actually able to get in his head. Wow. I hope he's not. I hope he's okay. He's excited. I hope he's excited. What the hell is he talking about? How the hell does he? Who the hell does he think he is? Yeah, I thought he was sitting next to Chris and yeah, he was discussing with him. Yeah, so only now you'll talk about it? Only now you'll talk about it? Shut up, Sawamura. Just come on, get up and beat him already, Kuramochi. Yeah? If I hadn't met you two, I might have gone there too. So that's how much he respected Chris. And yeah, and Rei too. What was it? I love this. I love this. Even like internal admiration between, team members, not only the opponent. On that day, if I hadn't said I would play catcher, or if I hadn't met these two in hindsight, maybe it was just young Kazuya. Yo, he's over there. It was short. Me, please. I don't know why I got tears. Yeah, I like that. I want that. I want that. Yeah, he is the smallest between his friends. So that was probably back in his early years. That's why he was smaller. He was probably a first grade and they were like fifth grades or something like that. That's why the difference in body shape. He is too small. Yeah. Young kid Kazuya. Young kid Miyuki. And then junior high. That's good. That's their team. That's his team. 7th grader. Yeah. So he was always good. A strange kid, that's the fact. That's the fact he's a strange kid, but he is a good kid. He is just... He's not acting... Oh, on the field, everyone is equal. Serious Miyuki. Tell them that. Since if the 7th grader lose, the team loses. If the 9th graders lose, the team loses. It's not each one on his own. Some wins and some lose. All the team loses. And so we are equal in that part. And so you should only listen to his advice. He is only telling you what is better to do. Why are you all getting angry? He was not kidding. Again, the same voice actor. Is he the guy? He has the voice actor of Nishinoya as well in Bakugo. And he probably... Is he the guy that went to Ichidai? Who did not want to train. And he did not want to watch the game. And he was the first to go to the stadium. You know who I'm talking about probably. That's his voice actor, so it's probably him. It's probably him. Yeah, it's probably them. Both of them are Ichidai players. It's probably them. It's probably them. The Ichidai players. He is training while you're there. So what are you up to? Yeah. He never back down. He is all for that smoke. Whatever you want, I'm here waiting. He is a good player, he knows a good player, and so yeah, he acts as a good player. That's all there is. That's great. And so probably that's why he admired Chris. That's why he admired Chris. He was the same and a little bit better. And he never probably met Marugame Sr. And that's probably the first time it's actually the first time he meets Chris, but it's probably the first time he meets someone who is like him, but you know, better. A little better. And so they played against each other for 2 years, yeah? When he was a first year and when he was a second year. Since those years, Chris was a second year and a third year. That's his father? Busy with work? I love this episode actually. I love this episode. I'm glad we got to know something about. So he only lives with his father? Yeah. Getting that photo just after I say that question, he probably only lives with his father. They have the son and the next pro ball player, right? Yeah. So now he is talking about Chris and his father, yeah. What was his? Animal, right? His name was Animal? Animaru. Yeah, it's Chris's team. Yeah, it's Animal. Chris! Yeah, that's... Yeah, and he was a cleanup as well. Takigawa Kurisu. And so that's probably the first time he learned a lot from another catcher. So that's her, Rei. She's here for both of them, right? She is here. She only looks for talent. She was probably here only for Chris. And then she also got her eyes on Miyuki. Oh, so he played with Chris. He used to play with Chris. He used to play with Chris. Is this why he hates Miyuki that much? Got him out and another out. Great work. So now she laid her eyes on Miyuki as well. Yeah, you see that? You see that? You see that? Yeah. Real recognize real. I love the flashback. I hope this flashback kind of stays for some 20 episodes, and I love that type of flashbacks. We are getting we are getting to see Chris. We are getting to see Miyuki. You know, nothing can beat that. Advice? Figured you were gunning for that outside fastball. Oh. So he was the one making the reads. He was the one making the reads. And giving advice. And giving advice. That's cool. He will hit a good ball. He will hit a good one. He will hit a good one. Just what? And should not forget that he is a cleanup. That's a good one. Home run! That's a home run! It's you! Make the run. That's great. It's frustration, but yeah, it will turn to admiration. Wow, they was not able to make a hit. 0 runs. It's a foul probably. Ooh! He probably never seen something like that. That was part of his habit. Would he make that jump in? The same one. It's the same one. It's the same jump. It's the same dive. And the same sit. It was the same as the game they played back in probably the 14th episode, 13th episode. That's the same play. The same. That's the same everything. He is just smaller. It was the same dive. The same exact dive. The same sit on the fence. And the same smile standing up. Admiration. It turned to admiration. It was frustration to start with, but then it turned to admiration. Knowing Chris, he will go and talk to Miyuki, and he'll give him some kind of advice probably. Yeah, you say something. I hope you. He doesn't say a thing. And when Rei actually comes in, when the Rei part actually comes in, since they said that. He said if I didn't meet them in that day. So he was talking about both of them, not only one of them. So she'll probably come and talk to him now. Yeah, yes they are. And you should give it a lot of work to be one of them. You should. I love Miyuki. That's how good he is. Yes, he is. I don't know why I might get in tears for no reason. I love that. I love that. Sports is fun. Sports is fun. Sports is fun. And so now she makes the. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. His teammates were better. His teammates were better. Yeah. I'm soon to be associate. Yeah, so not yet. So she's not yet that. I came here to scout you for our team. Yeah, that was obvious. That was obvious she was here for Chris. Are you? That good? That good and only a first year? Yeah, she thought like he would be soon. He would be like near second year, or he would be like Chris. Ah, the flashback have actually ended. It's been 4 years since I met them. Maybe it was destiny, but yeah. And that seems like the reason why that guy hates Chris. Good teammates. With good teammates. That's the teammates she promised you with, and you got them. That's not our goal. We're striving for better. We're striving for better. I know I can win. It's not I think I can win. I know I can win. But we can win. But I have good players. But I have good players. Say it. Say it. Is it Chris hidden? No. Yeah, that's my team. That's my team. That's what I wanted him to say. That's my team. They are strong, but look at that team. Yes, sir! I'm sure they will have some kind of a rough time. Let's go! I'm sure they will have some kind of a rough time in the two first innings, probably until the fourth inning, but they will make it. They will be able to overcome Narumiya and start to score some hits. An emotional ride, getting to see how they were back in the days. Chris and Miyuki, how they met their first encounter. Getting to witness a little bit of the personality of Miyuki back in the days. He was the same weird guy. You never know what's in his mind and what he means by what he says. He is straightforward. He is a good player. He knows he is a good player, and so he only acts as the good player he is. Should not be angry with that. His advices are usually about the play. He's not making it personal. He never talks about your person, but he says that you could have made a better run. You could have run faster to this place. You could have done that. You could have done that. You could have done that. And so there's nothing like a good sportsman would be angry about. It's nothing. It's just a play. Wow, I'm all excited for this match. I'm all excited for this match since we got a little bit of grudge, and grudges makes games better. You always wait for the El Clasico. You always wait for the Inter Milan versus AC Milan. You always wait for the Manchester City and Liverpool. You always wait for, the Lakers, LeBron James versus Stephen Curry. You always wait for such games that have a little bit of grudge in there. We faced a lot for championships, and you were always my rival, and there is a little bit of grudge between 2 or 3 players. Those 2 players hate that player, and it's always a good game. And yeah, I shall just get into the next episode and see you guys.